July.
All right, and here's a belt that's much too big for my britches.
Is it?
Mickie James is here with TNA Knockout, and she's here this morning to talk about a wrestling event that's coming to St. Joseph right here. It's a great big show at the Civic Arena.
Huge show tonight at the Civic Center, and I'm happy to be here, obviously, as the TNA Knockouts champion, which I retained my championship last night on Spike TV. Thank you. I know it's a hard feat.
Now, I have to tell you right now, you're here in the studio. There's no denying that. We've had some wrestling events announced for St. Joseph that have been canceled at the last minute.
Oh, no.
But you're already here.
I'm here.
So there's no canceling right now.
I've had a solid 2 hours of sleep, and I'm here and ready to go.
That's what coffee's for.
That is what it's for.
Okay, so how often are you engaged in these type of events? You guys are traveling all across the country.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I probably wrestle 2-3 times a week, you know, depending. 4, you know, it's constant. You're on the road because we don't have an off season. It's, you know, we shoot television, we're live, and then we go on the road and do live events for the town, like tonight.
Who are you wrestling tonight?
I am wrestling Miss Taryn Terrell tonight.
Who's going to win?
Me, of course.
Is it for the belt? Is this a championship
It is for the
match?
championship. So, you know, potentially I could lose my championship tonight, but I don't foresee that happening.
I have a question for you. This is actually a question a friend of mine wanted me to ask you.
Is it a good question?
It's a good question, I think. And I was telling him we were going to interview you this morning, and he said you guys are traveling all across the country. You guys are maybe on a tour bus or what have you.
I wish I was on a tour bus.
Well, maybe a van. Whatever you do, what do you do to maintain the physique even as you travel all across?
It just takes, usually we'll find a nice gym in town. I mean, if you can suggest one, that would be great. But yeah, we'll find a gym in town. Like I prefer to travel to the next town the night before, so that way you can wake up in the morning and you're already there, and then you can kind of plan out your day. So just that, and diet and exercise, and just depending on.
When you're traveling, sometimes it's really easy to go fast food.
It is. But fortunately, like most of the menus now have stuff that you can order that's a little cleaner than, you know, burgers.
All right, the event tonight is at 7:30 at the Civic Arena, and tickets are between $15 and $50. Tell me about some of the other people who are going to be on the card tonight.
Well, the main event is Bobby Roode against the Enigma, Jeff Hardy. And then you have Aces and Eights, which is the massive bad guy faction right now, against our tag team champions, Gunner and James Storm. And yeah, it's just going to be a great show. You know, the great thing about our shows is that we do a ton of like fan interaction stuff. So prior to the show starting, we're going to have meet and greets and autograph sessions.
That's cool.
Yeah, and photo ops, and then obviously we do the same thing during intermission, and then at the end of the show, there's a chance for you to actually get in the ring and have your picture taken with one of our superstars. So that's the really cool thing I think about our company, is that we do give back and like do offer those like cool things, one of a kind and one of a time, like experiences that you may not ever get again. So yeah.
What got you into wrestling in the first place then?
I grew up a massive fan of wrestling. Yeah, it was like my dad and I's kind of clique, and that's the thing that kind of a common bond, right? So I got out of high school and I found a wrestling school, and I've been doing it ever since.
That's awesome.
And now I'm the best in the world.
There you go. And good luck on defending your belt tonight.
Thank you.
You look like you hold yourself up remarkably well in the ring. So
I try.
You look like you're doing okay.
I give it an honest effort.
Okay. All right, Mickie, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.